So this is for problem 3.2.63, and as requested, it's the quotient rule part. Now, this is our quotient rule that I've written here. So if we have the derivative of, we're dividing two functions, then we're going to do the product of the bottom function times the derivative of the top minus the top function minus the derivative of the bottom, all over the bottom squared. Now, for me, I always dislike looking at this and seeing so many parentheses and x's, and it gets a little bit bad. So I sometimes am going to think about it this way. This is very non-technical. There are many mathematicians that are going to be rolling over in their graves watching me do this. But if I have the derivative, I'm going to call my numerator top, my denominator bottom. The derivative of this is you're going to do the bottom times the derivative of the top minus the top times the derivative of the bottom, all over the bottom squared. If you can remember and plug things into this formula better, sure, write it down on your formula sheet and use it on the exam. That's fine with me. So specifically on this problem, we have the formula w as a function of x is equal to 10 times the quantity 16 plus 6x over 8 plus x. They don't have them in there, but really this is parentheses, so it's 10 times everything. And for this specific problem, part of the problem, we're supposed to be finding the derivative of w with respect to x. And I should mention this is on the view and example where the numbers that I was given. So as I look at this, one of the first things I would notice is this 10 is times everything. We don't have to worry about constants, just bring all that out and forget about it. Okay. Now let's use the quotient rule. So my quotient rule says start with the bottom. So 8 plus x times the derivative of the top. The derivative of the top, derivative of 16 plus 6x would just be 6. Minus, for your quotient rule, you have to use a minus. Okay, now take your top, 16 plus 6x, and times it by the derivative of the bottom. The derivative of 8 plus x is 1. And divide all that by the bottom squared. So we can simplify now. So I still have the 10 floating out here. Let's distribute. So 6 times 8 plus x is going to be 6 times 8 is 48 plus 6x minus 1 times everything inconsequential. So we have 16 and then also minus 6x. Make sure you're distributing the minus through to both terms. All over 8 plus x squared. So I still have my 10 out in front as a coefficient. Notice plus 6x minus 6x, those cancel. And then I have 48 minus 16. So 32 over 8 plus x squared. Now 10 times 32 is 320 over 8 plus x squared. And that is my derivative of w with respect to x.